message was steel. A whole social blueprint wrapped in slapstick appeal. You thought it was funny, but the truth was encoded. Every chase, every fall, every ace sucked me by noted. Behind the laughter was a lesson they were drilling in. A world of fixed roles you would want to be living in. Bugs never loses, the running never leads. Coyote keeps grinding, but the lever never feeds. Tweety stays winning, Sylvester must begin again. Time runs a marathon, but Jerry run off the Marvin's farm. And then Effie in the middle always starts to trip, and then his head keeps a growing and his pride gets to tripping. Porky just stuttering when the world starts a thundering. Just watching the clouds rolls by. They taught you early who the winners get to be and who gets scripted into losing permanently. This is what they'll want you to believe, that the system's fixed and you'll never leave. Winners, losers, tricksters, monsters on the green. But we're breaking the conditioning. We're breaking the conditioning. Look close. The joke was never the punchline. The joke was the system. Scooby wasn't goofy, he was guarding ancient lore. Unasking every villain, hiding power at the door. Smurfs in the forest, blue like cosmic kings. Gargamel chasing souls for alchemical things. Marvin with the helmet, cosmic bureaucrat or Toon. Jetsons in the sky while Flintstones push the boom. Two timelines, one truth, same hierarchy spinning. The past and the future both show who's winning. This is what they want you to believe, that the system's fixed and you'll never leave. Winners, losers, tricksters, monsters on the screen. But we're breaking the conditioning. We're breaking the conditioning. Let me break it down like a scholar with the beat drop. Cartoons were the classroom, Saturday was the workshop. Tricksters at the top, always slipping every trap, while the strivers got crushed in a never-ending lap. Coyote's innovation, that's the worker with the mission, but the Acme Corporation keeps him locked in repetition. Sylvester is the laborer, hungry for a win, but the system keeps the Tweety birds protected from him. Daffy is the middle class, unstable in his lane. One day he's on top, next day he's in pain. Smurfs are the commune, Gargamel is greed. Scooby is the mystic with the knowledge you need. Every frame was a mirror, every gag was a clue. They were teaching you the world long before you ever knew. This is what they want you to believe, that the system's fixed and you'll never leave. Winners, losers, tricksters, monsters on the screen. But we're breaking the conditioning. We're breaking the conditioning. Now flip the script, let the frickster in you rise. See the code in the chase, see the truth in the skies. You ain't Coyote Toon, you ain't Sylvester Stock. You ain't Tom in the loop, getting shredded by luck. You're Bugs with the brain, you're Yold runner with speed. You're the Smurf with the tribe, you're the Scooby with the key. The archetype cage, break the roles they assign. The myth of the ladder, you were told you must climb. Rewrite the cartoon, redraw the whole scene. Times loser to the winner, flip the script on the screen. You're the orphan now, no more predetermined positioning. This is the moment we're breaking the conditioning. This is what they want you to believe, that the system's fixed and you'll never leave. Winners, losers, tricksters, monsters on the green. But we're breaking the conditioning. We're breaking the conditioning. You were raised on symbols, you were fed archetypes. You were taught who wins for you earned your rights, but the ink is still wet, the story's still listening. You can't redraw the world by breaking the conditioning. Spoken, mythic, they hid the truth in laughter. They wrapped the lesson in a chase. And now you see the system, now you see the roles, now you see the code. And once you see it, you can break it.